to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. What's that? No, Mary Ann. I see Mary Ann.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you and welcome to our salary board meeting for May 10th. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the April 12th meeting. Unless there are changes or corrections, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the same.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. First item on the agenda is a request from the Commissioner's Office to create a temporary part-time Department Clerk 2 in our election office to be effective from April 21st, 2022 to May 17th, 2022, obviously to help with the upcoming primary election. So I'll entertain a motion that we approve the same.
So moved.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Secondly, we have a request from the Commissioners to create a part-time intern in the IT department effective May 16th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022, and set the hourly rate at $10.15 an hour. Is there a motion to do the same?
So moved.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
We now have, in addition, a request from the Commissioners to set the salary of the IT Director position at $40,000 a year effective May 2nd, 2022. Is there a motion to the same? For the same.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor state aye.
Aye.
Request finally from the Commissioners to set the salary of the Tourism Director at $50,000 a year effective May 9th, 2022. Is there a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. I have nothing else at this time unless there's something for the good of the order. Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn our salary board meeting.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Okay, very good. All right, thank you. We'll just go right into our Board of Commissioners meeting. We'll dispense with the salute to the flag as we've already done that. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of our previous meeting of April 26, 2022. Unless there are changes or corrections, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the same.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Okay. The bills, since Rob's not here, we have Mary Ann Harris from the Controller's Office. Mary Ann.
Yes.
Yes, please.
General fund is $4,363,105.67. Hazardous material was $1,667.87. 911 fund is $32,251.83. CDBG is $13,770.48. VRO is $9,613.02. And closing use is $30,065.13. For a total of $4,440,424.27.
Thank you, Mary Ann. A classically trained Shakespearean actress couldn't have done a better job. So, well, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. We'll send a good word to Rob. Okay, unless there are any changes or corrections, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the bills as presented to us this morning.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have some personnel changes, for our consideration and approval. Under new hires, we have a Department Clerk 3 in our Tax Assessment Claims Office, a Tax Claims Office effective May 2nd, 2022. And I usually pause this part to take care of the bills. I forgot about that, so let's stop at that point.
Uh-oh. It's getting stuck. There you go.
Okay, I'll start again. For our consideration today, first of all, we have a Department Clerk 3 in our Tax Assessment Tax Claims Office effective May 2nd, 2022. Community Service Intern in our Office of Probation effective May 9th, 2022. A full-time Corrections Officer at the Clearfield County Jail, May 11th, 2022. Another Community Service Intern in our Probation Office effective May 16th, 2022. Field Assessor in the Tax Assessment Office effective May 16th, 2022. And a full-time Corrections Officer at the jail effective May 19th, 2022. Under transfers, we have a transfer of the Interim Tourism Director to Director of Tourism effective May 10th, 2022. Under separations, retirements, we have a Corrections Officer, Clearfield County Jail effective May 13th, 2022. And Assistant Director in the Tax Claim Office effective May 27th, 2022. And I do want to note for the record that's Matthew Rose, who served Clearfield County for quite a bit of time in our Office of Tax Claims, so we want to thank him for his service and wish him the best. Under request for leave under the Family Medical Leave Act, we do have one request for intermittent leave under the Family Medical Leave Act effective May 1st, 2022 for a period of 12 weeks. Unless there are any other comments or observations, this time I'll entertain a motion that we approve the personnel changes as stated.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Is there anyone here for public comment? You fellows are on the agenda, so it doesn't look like anyone's here for public comment. I have nothing under old business. Under new business, we have two gentlemen here from the Clearfield A-Bay chapter that are going to talk to us about Motorcycle Awareness Month, and have also presented us with a Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, and also have presented us with a proclamation. Toby, do you want to, why don't you introduce yourself and the gentleman with you, and then I believe you do wish to say a few words to the board today?
Toby Hayes, I'm the president of Clearfield A-Bay. This is Al Pearson, my legislative coordinator. The governor proclamates May as Motorcycle Safety Awareness. I always have a meeting, and the county commission usually show up and do the proclamation. We usually do it in the back of the DFW and Clearfield building and have a meeting. This year, with it being an election year, Glenn Thompson called me wanting to come to a meeting. I'm going to get called and sent to the board. I think he's welcome, but he helped me get the school up. I'm also the administrator and lead instructor for the motorcycle training group in Clearfield at motorcycle safety is government at home, and I want to make sure that motorcycle accidents is properly right. We got permission from the county commissioners and the courts to actually have our meeting outside this year. And then the mayor jumped in and Rose ran down and we shut down Market Street. So now we're going to have vendors all day next Saturday. Clearfield EMS is showing up and we're going to have them there giving a class on do's and don'ts. If you've been across an accident or been involved in an accident, how to speak to EMS personnel to let them know what's going on, how to follow instructions, don't take your helmet off, certain things you do to help protect drivers and driver safety. Also, with the changes in the insurance industry, I'm having a bunch of the insurance agents, local insurance agents in Clearfield setting up and they pop up. So they're going to be there to talk to motorcyclists about their insurance policy. A lot of the motorcycle insurance policies do not offer medical insurance because the motorcycle accident can be so catastrophic for the injuries that you can sustain that a lot of them request that you purchase extra policy, rider policy on the back of it for medical. Some people don't even realize that they don't have it. We're going to try to educate as many people as we can that Saturday as to having their insurance policy set with all the different ranges. And maybe more people want to have some more insurance. So we have that going on, and then in 2 weeks, if you don't mind me bringing this up, every year we do fundraisers, and this one is Wheels at the Lake. We do a car and bike show up at Kermsville Dam, working in conjunction with them, and all the proceeds go to Special Olympics Clearfield. Last year, it was 40 degrees and rain Friday night. We didn't get a real good turnout, but it still did over $7,000. So, it's a good program. Anybody that wants to come up can. We're having vendors up there. We'll have 3 vendors up there for the day. It's an all-day event. We have tickets to sell. Walmart graciously donated a TV, projector, and a grill. We have them on a $3 ticket. It's all pure profit for the Special Olympics. And if the weather's right and the Special Olympics are allowed, they will be there to hold the tickets and present everybody with the prize. Please come up and support us. Yeah, it's not next weekend, and we're gonna have all kinds of vendors there, so it's gonna be an interesting day. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Toby and Al. Well, as Toby has indicated, we do have a special event coming up on the 14th, so that's this coming Saturday at the courthouse, and thank you, Toby. Riding motorcycles, of course, is a very popular activity here in Clearfield County, and it's also something that's very supportive of our local tourism industry. I know that the trip from certain points in Canada down here to Clearfield County is about a day's ride, and I know we oftentimes have, for example, Canadian riders as well as, of course, American motorcycle riders from other parts of the country and other parts of Pennsylvania come here to Clearfield County, enjoy our beautiful countryside, and if it's a nice day or nice weather, and come in, spend their money, which we love them doing, and then the next day they ride home. So anyway, and of course it's very important to the Clearfield County Commissioners that whether it's local folks or folks from out of the county, that they ride safely. So okay, we have a proclamation. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you fellows wish
I
to
mean,
say
the
anything.
only thing I'll say is my dad used to sell motorcycles. I rode for a long time, and then I was obviously an insurance agent for 20 years. And motorcycle safety is so important because a lot of people don't pay as close of attention as they should to a biker. And obviously, as you guys know, anything you hit, you pretty much lose when you hit it. So the injuries can be catastrophic. So it's incumbent on all of us to really watch out and try to keep you guys safe.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, we have a proclamation before us, and this proclamation will be read Saturday morning as part of the ceremony that Toby was referencing, and we'll have some additional signatures taken that time, or added to it, by all the representatives from the different clubs and the different guests and such that will be there Saturday morning. In fact, we probably ought to attach an additional page with just signature lines on it. Anyway, whereas the safety of all Pennsylvania motorists is an issue of the highest consequence, and all highway users should unite in a safe sharing of roadways throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Whereas motorcycle riding is a popular form of recreation and transportation for thousands of people across the Commonwealth and our nation. Commonwealth's 838,000 licensed motorcyclists are required to keep their vehicles inspected and obey current laws relative to operator safety equipment. Whereas, in efforts to reduce the number of motorcycle crashes and fatalities, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation encourages all motorcyclists to take advantage of free training courses throughout Pennsylvania's motorcycle safety program and pledge to be one less crash statistic by visiting www.livefreeridealive.com. Whereas it is especially important that citizens of our Commonwealth be aware of motorcycles on the streets and highways, recognize the importance of staying alert, and practice safe driving techniques, as well as promoting motorcycle safety. Whereas during the month of May, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, the Alliance of Bikers Aimed Towards Education in Pennsylvania, ABATE, and the Pennsylvania Motorcycle Dealers Association, PMDA, will continue their advocacy of motorcycle safety. All right, gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion that we sign the proclamation and determine May of 2022 to be Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month in Clearfield County, as in conjunction with it also being the same throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded, all those in favor so signify by stating aye.
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 Aye. Okay, guys, let us sign this. Certainly need to get your picture taken, so why don't you come on back up here and the press will do what they're so good at. Open bids for the completion of Moshannon Valley Tower site. Now, we have Jeremy here with us. You want to do the honors?
No,
Or just
you're
let
the
me do it?
man.
All righty.
Just one bid.
Yeah. Open the metal clip and then I wind up tearing it such that it goes this way. Okay, we have one bid proposal from Tower Services Unlimited. And looking at the amount, and of course we have the appropriate, looks like we have the bid bond and the surety information. Oh, up here.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I was looking at the wrong one. Estimated. Oh, here we go. Okay, very good. Total of $87,705. So, okay, I guess at this point, do we turn it over to you?
I'll work with Jeremy just to make sure they did, but I think the bid proposal is fairly self-explanatory, so as long as everything's on there, we should be good. If you want to approve it pending final approval, we can do it that way, just in case there is a mistake or clarification that we need to have done.
Within
Sounds like a
the
good suggestion. So.
expectations. Okay.
Jeremy, did you want to add anything else since you're here? Or?
Just that tower site will be the final piece to our police radio upgrade project, which will be we'll add some great communication for our police officers, and that was a little piece of the county that we were having a hard time covering. That's why we're building that tower site. We're also going to add EMS and fire coverage area to strengthen our EMS and fire radio coverage areas as well. So that's going to be fair. And I should add, I should thank the Shannon Valley School District for the cooperation. They were very instrumental in this as well. Additionally, I will add too that just for the immediate purpose that the 911 center is having open interviews for position dispatchers next week, Monday and Tuesday. If they want more information, they can visit the 911 safety page or our website, Clearfield 911.
Tuesday they can come vote, then they can come see you, right?
Yeah.
10 to 3 votes. And if those times don't work, they can always give me a call.
Very good. Thank you, Jeremy. Those are very, of course, very important positions. Okay. Well, do we have I thought that was a good suggestion by our solicitor. Can I have a motion that we approve the bid and to complete the Moshannon Valley Tower site pending final approval by the solicitor done in conjunction with our 911 director.
And that would be for Tower Services Unlimited.
With Tower Services Unlimited. Thank you.
So move.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, so state aye.
Aye.
Okay, and let me just, Jeremy, again, respectfully, I think deputy director. So I didn't want to, I certainly didn't mean to say anything disparaging about Dave. So, okay, thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. And Jeremy, again, you're also welcome to stay if you wish, but I know you are a very busy fella, so you certainly do not need to stick around.
I'll just email you a copy of that. Or
Or
do you want to make a copy now?
If you want me to, I'll just wait and then that's fine. I got time.
Are you
I'll wait.
sure?
Yep,
Okay.
and then I'll just go over real quick.
okay.
Because I'm going to get down on the books.
Sounds good. Okay, Jody, we have our Solid Waste Authority Director, Jody Brennan, with us. Jody, you're going to talk to us about a very important subject. The floor is yours.
We've been talking about here and there over the last few months here about a few weeks ago. We've been working with the Solid Waste Advisory Committee going through the process. We just wrapped up April 26th on our regular public comment period. We then presented the comments that we received to the Solid Waste Advisory Committee and took a look at it to see if there was any changes that they would feel based on the comments that they would then make to that draft plan that was presented to the public. And they felt that there was no additional edits were required, so their recommendation I'm bringing to you today is to move forward in the process and to move forward with advertising the job description. So that's why I'm together with that recommendation from the committee.
Okay, thank you, Jody. Fellows, any comments? Otherwise, I'll certainly entertain a motion that we approve moving forward with advertising adoption of the solid waste plan. Jody, want to thank you and the Solid Waste Advisory Committee, obviously, and anyone and everyone else involved in the process. That's a very important function of county government. I know it's also a tremendous amount of work, so it takes a lot of brain power to do that. So
For the benefit of the public, were there any major changes or items? Yeah.
Our last plan was pretty much, this plan will be pretty much like the last plan. We went through a competitive request for proposals, and the same facility will be up in South County, Clearfield, Clearfield, which has changed ownership multiple times since the last plan, as well as the Clinton County Mini Project grant, and were the most competitive proposals that we've had this time, and they were the ones that were most competitive last time. So nothing will change in terms of the facilities that we're currently using. They're still the most competitive, the most responsive to the criteria, and
Very good.
thank you, Jody. Okay. That being said, then, can I have a motion that we grant approval to the request on behalf of our Solid Waste Authority to move forward and advertise adoption of the proposed plan?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Next item for our consideration. Thank you, Jody. We have before us a collective bargaining settlement agreement with the Clearfield County Association of Professional Employees. Dave, I believe you have that there with you. And I just want to say I appreciate the meeting in the middle done by both sides, and I think I think we're all pleased to see that an agreement has been reached. Any other comments, fellas?
Yeah, I'll go over some of it. The one thing I want to, this is the probation officers, by the way. I know that's sort of a generic name for their union. They kept coming back, and one thing, as somebody who's negotiated contracts before, it's very helpful when the other side is willing to just keep coming back and keep plugging away. And I think a fair deal is one that both sides are a little bit dissatisfied with it. Neither side got everything they wanted. I think that's a fair way to put this deal, but I do think it's a fair deal. And since I know what your questions are probably going to be, the big things that the county was able to achieve was we got a spousal exclusion on the health insurance. So anybody who has a spouse that's eligible for Medicare or has another job that offers health insurance, that spouse has to go off. It's very, CYS had the same thing. And a $250, $500 deductible before they had no deductible. And also, there's pension changes for new hires after 123. It doesn't affect any of the current employees, but that'll provide significant savings to the county and to the taxpayers down the line. The wages, they got $4,000 in year one, $2,000 in year two, $1,500 in year three, and $1,400 in year four. And the one thing I have to point out that's different with them, every other unit in the county, what we've been working toward is to reduce what they pay for their premium share. These guys weren't really paying anything, so they're actually going to be paying more starting in 2023 than they were before. So it's a little bit, every unit's different, so you have to negotiate each contract based on where they're at. So instead of offering them basically something to bring them in, we had to ask them to pay more, which resulted in a little bit of a different process. But those are the highlights, and that's all I have with it.
Okay. That being said, then, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the collective bargaining settlement agreement with Clearfield County Association of Professional Employees, a.k.a. the probation officers.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Very good. Okay, now we have three items that will be all things Heather Bozovich. Heather, you're going to talk to us about, we'll take them one at a time. Consideration for our approval of a motion to approve a stipulation is for involving Clearfield County docket number 2020-1351.
Yes, and these all involve the same taxpayer. This was an Exit 101 over in Du Bois, Sandy Township area. This was a tax appeal for 3 properties that you had mentioned under the different dockets. As far as the 2020-1351 docket, we were able to make no changes to the tax assessment on that, so that'll remain in its current value. As far as the 1352 docket, we did negotiate a tax reduction. It will result in a change to the county for the tax year of 2021 in the amount of $2,189.38. And then for docket 1353, again, we were able to negotiate no change on that one. So I would note that Sandy Township as well as Du Bois Area School District have already approved the settlement and stipulations. We would be the last taxing district to do that. So those are before you for your consideration.
Okay. And we should take them one at a time, Heather? Is that
Yes, I would
the
do them
best
one at
way
a
to do
time.
it? Okay. Unless there are comments or thoughts, guys, I'll just go down the line here then. I would ask for motion to approve the stipulation agreed to by Clearfield County and the particular taxpayer to docket number 2020-1351.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you.
And if I may add for
Yes,
all
ma'am.
3, can you just put that I would be authorized to sign this
Sure.
stipulation?
And that the solicitor be authorized to sign the stipulation agreement on behalf of Clearfield County.
So moved again.
Okay. Thank you.
Second, that's fine.
Thank you. Motion having probably moved and seconded, all those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Make the same motion as far as stipulation agreement proposed for docket number 2020-1352 involving the same taxpayer.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded, all those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. And also, same motion, same taxpayer, stipulation as to docket number 2020-1353.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. And Heather, thank you for all the work you did as far as resolving that matter. So, okay, next item we have before us a rental agreement with the Clearfield County Fair and Park Board. Heather, or Lisa.
That was for election.
Oh, okay.
training.
Sure. Okay. And that's a regular occurrence each year.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I'll entertain a motion that we approve the rental agreement referenced by our chief clerk with the Clearfield County Fair and Park Board for election training.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next item is have before us for consideration a transportation plan with the Purchase Line School District. I believe this is in conjunction with CYS. Is that correct?
That's correct. This is to ensure that foster families and children within the foster system have adequate transportation to schools. We have these with all schools throughout the county. They are reviewed every 3 years. The plan is almost identical to the plan we had before. Again, just stating that the county and the school district will cooperate to make sure the proper transportation is there for the students. So that's been reviewed and approved as to its form this morning.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion that we approve the transportation plan with Purchase Line School District as explained by our solicitor?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion having probably moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have also for our consideration a service agreement with Viking Water Technology.
And this is actually identical to our 2021 agreement with them. The term is May 1st of 2022 through April 30th of 2023. The cost is $2,484, and that is the same price it was last year. And this is for the boiler system at the courthouse, to maintenance, and it provides for all of the test kits, things like that, that they need are included within the agreement as well.
Now, since we went with them, we've had far less boiler problems, so I think that's to be noted.
Very good. Okay. I'll entertain a motion and we approve the service agreement with Viking Water Technology.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Last for our consideration under new business, a fraternization and personal relationship at work policy that was developed for us by Campbell, Beatty, and Durant. Is there a motion, and this is something Clearfield County has not had, so is there a motion that we approve the same?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion and properly moved and seconded. All those in favor so signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Solicitor's report.
Very briefly, just an update on the prothonotary lawsuit. The court did rule on the preliminary objections that were filed by our outside counsel, and they did grant those preliminary objections. Outside counsel is confident that this will resolve the matter in favor, obviously, of the county. They think it's unlikely that the petitioners will refile any type of amended documents or anything. So that official deadline is May 19th, but hopefully that puts us on the right track to put this behind us. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Deputy Solicitor McFadden, do you have anything for us? Okay. Is there anything for the good of the order from the board?
Election next week,
Go ahead.
right?
Go
There's
ahead.
an election next week. Please, go out and vote.
Yep, we encourage everybody to vote.
Mhm.
All registered voters. And today's the absentee mail-in deadline. So,
Very good. Thank you. All right, then. I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.